I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Lamb of God to lead inaugural Headbangers Boat Metal Cruise in the year 2023. Not Headbangers Ball, Headbangers Boat. Seafaring music fans can set sail metal style when Lamb of God's first ever Headbangers Boat heavy metal cruise hosts a stacked lineup of metal bands from October 31st through November 4th, 2023, next year, aboard the Norwegian Pearl cruise ship, setting sail from Miami, Florida to Nassau in the lovely Bahamas. Lamb of God will be joined by bands Mastodon, Hatebreed, Guar, Shadows Fall, God Forbid, and Fit for an Autopsy, and more bands to be announced. Lamb of God will play two unique sets, including a full performance of their influential 2004 album, Ashes of the Wake. Lamb of God guitarist Mark Morton will also play a solo set. Special guest hosts will be aboard as Hatebreed's vocalist Jamie Josta, The Josta Show, or all the luxury amenities of the Norwegian Pearl will be available to the guests. Lamb of God lead vocalist Randy Bath says, "Imagine the sheer horror on the faces of all the happy families aboard. Let's say another cruise when they look across the sea and see Guar decapitating someone on the main deck of a big ass boat filled with a few thousand crazy metalheads." Wow. Let me see, is there any more to this story? He adds, if there's any better reason to go on the Headbangers Boat, I can't think of one. Well, that and all of our friends we've played shows on land with will be joining us. It's gonna be a party for sure. See y'all somewhere in the Atlantic. Let me see. Is there anything else in there that we really want to get into? Okay, so this tour will be happening next year. So we're talking about literally 365 days from now. It's scheduled to port in, I guess, Miami, Florida, and then it's like a four-day cruise that will go from Miami, Florida to Nassau in the Bahamas. Do you need a passport to go to Bahamas? I don't think so. But there's no price tag for this. It doesn't say. I didn't really see what's the capacity or anything like that. Obviously, there'll be many special events happening. It's only a pre-sale right now, so I don't think anything is like necessarily set in stone. Obviously, we're talking about a year from now tour, so we'll see if all of the bands who are listed here will be able to make it, who's gonna have to cancel, maybe who else they will be adding if this is super successful, or if it's not super successful and no one buys tickets, which I don't think that's gonna be possible. I don't think it's a great idea to start a tour on Halloween night, and people, I don't really know what's the cruise market right now. I don't know if that's like a great idea, and I don't know how many music festivals have done cruises. That seems like a kind of a like I said, I don't really know anything about the cruise market. But I would, if I was going to this tour, I would, I mean, on land or on sea, I would love to see Lamb of God, Mastodon, and I think probably be, God forbid, probably, and Hatebreed, obviously, Hatebreed, Jamie Josta, and Hatebreed. Those would be the three bands I would definitely want to see. But Lamb of God is definitely one of my all-time favorite metal bands. Huge fan of Lamb of God. So I like this idea. We just have to see what the market is, what's the schedule. Like I said, this is happening next year, literally November of 2023. Obviously, a lot's going to happen from now and then. Like I said, I don't know if we've had any music festivals on a cruise before, and I don't really know the market for cruises. But let me know your opinion of this tour. Would you go to this tour? And would you prefer this tour was just on land? Because like I said, I don't know how many people want to go on a cruise. Um, and it is like a 4-day cruise. It's gonna end in the Bahamas. I don't know how do you get back. There's so many, there's a lot of logistics that go into this, into taking a cruise. But it should be fun. Great music, right? Probably a lot of drinking, and probably hanging out with some of your favorite metal bands and metal fans, right? It seems like a very dope community. And it's starting in Miami, Florida, and ending in the Bahamas. So it definitely seems like a great idea. I just think it probably would have made more sense to do something like this in the summertime, like June or July, where people could be off in the summer. Where November, taking a cruise in at the start of November, I don't really know what that market is like, and weather at this time, I don't know. We'll see if this even happens. It just seems like a idea at the moment. But I'm Jason. The world is yours. Let me know your opinion of this. What is this? Headbangers Boat Cruise, Mastodon, Hatebreed, Guar, Shadows Fall, God Forbid, Fit for an Autopsy, and headlined by Lamb of God. Do you think they should add more bands, or are you a fan of these bands? Lamb of God to lead inaugural Headbangers Boat Metal Cruise in the year 2023. Thank you for watching.